Alright everybody, this is going to be a quick one on how to make a custom-sized interior door. If you go to your home center, you'll find them in maybe 6 or 7 different sizes, and if you have something custom, you're not going to get it. If you want a special order, it's going to cost more money, it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks. They're not hard to cut down, so let's go ahead and do this. So this is a hollow core door, which means that around the edge of it, there's 1.25 by 1.25 or so of wood, and then just a little sheet of plywood on the top and bottom, and maybe some styrofoam inside. So when we go to cut it down, we're gonna have to break off the plywood from the offcut, get that piece of wood back out, and then fit it back into the opening that we're gonna create. So as you can see, this door has a cardboard honeycomb inside of it, as opposed to any foam. You'll find that on some of them. Every manufacturer is different. The doors that have recessed features in the face, I generally find, have foam in them instead of cardboard. So there we go, we just practiced on the offcut to make sure that this cardboard comes out nice and clean, and it does. If it didn't, man, you could do it with a trim router or something, but that would really suck. Let me take you and show you the inside of the doors. You see how thin this is? It's 3/4 of an inch. And the edge of it's the same size. So if you only have to trim down like 1 inch, you could just cut both sides, but that would leave your door real flimsy. You know where my oscillating tool is?
Your oscillating tool, what's it look like?
The little wiggle waggle thing we used to cut the door trims at Flamingo. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm getting out of habit and I put it back in its case. Hey! What?
No way.
Yeah. So another tool you can use to cut the cardboard out, or if you actually get one with wood in it, which you will sometimes, is just an oscillating tool. The blade goes back and forth like that. So in order to get this piece of wood out of here, you could just cut another one, but why? Just gonna go ahead, work our way around the edge, pulling this apart, and you'll see there is not much to it. This freaking thing is melamine. Not even it's fiberboard. It's not even MDF. I guess that's what it takes to buy a door at a store for $34. So here's that honeycomb that's on the inside of the door, and now we'll do the same to the other side. I should have just run this thing through the damn table saw. Ugh, it's not even good wood glue. So because this door was made out of this particle board as opposed to something a little more substantial, it didn't all come off. You could spend a bunch of time sanding all the glue off or using a rasp or something, but I'm just going to run it through the table saw. So now that we know that this piece fits into the cutout. We're just gonna use a little bit of wood glue along these two edges and clamp it, let it dry for like 6 hours, and then it's good. If you're gonna be staining this door, you need to be a lot more careful while you're doing this. This one's getting sanded and painted, so I'm not worried about a little bit of glue getting on the face. You don't need to be a professional woodworker with, you know, dozens and dozens of clamps to do this. I'm gonna use 5 clamps, which is $50 worth of clamps, and a level. Take it back. These little short clamps don't actually fit, so I'm gonna use 3 clamps. I needed to take about 3/4 of an inch off the factory stock size, and I did that just by ripping 3/8 of an inch off the top and the bottom each, so that I wouldn't end up with that wood and the border being real thin. So now that we've cut this door to the width and the height that we need, just need to sand the whole thing and then it's ready to be painted. All right, child.
What?
I said, all right, child. So I just took that panel door that we cut down just about 20 feet away to our paint booth, and one of our painters is gonna paint it. That's just lucky that I have them and a spray rig. All right. I'm gonna pull the footage off the security cameras and put that in the video. All right. So I just took the door over to our paint booth. Fortunately for me, one of our painters is here right now, but again, this is something that you could just roll on. You don't have to worry about doing something this complicated. So here with our new door that's been cut down and painted. We're gonna use one of these Irwin door lock installation kits. They just have all the right size drill bits that you need. It's easier than keeping a hold of everything one at a time. To go ahead and put this in. This right here is the reason for the replacement. This customer has a dog. It's done. That door's been rehung. It's really not that complicated. It just takes a little bit of time to get everything lined up right. But hopefully this has saved you some time if you have to make a custom door for your house. This is just a rent house, so a pretty low quality door was used, but the same process applies to any kind of door out there. Thanks, I'll see you next time. So as you can he's gotta fire that up right as I'm about to start the thing, doesn't he? Every time. The hell with that.